The 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
What the fuck you talking about, Drake? You're not talking about Drake. You talking about your own demons, nigga. Get up out of the top. Get up out of, what's that nigga name? Punching top dogs. Fucking like whatever they got going on before you could talk to the real nigga. I ain't never hear that nigga bitching about Birdman on the way.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That nigga act is on for shit.
What are they talking about?
That nigga screaming at the top of his lungs for Drake.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On play action, Wentz.
That weak ass play.
Bring down Wentz on the sack. Tay Crowder. It'll go as a loss of about 8.
That shit was ass.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down gain of 19. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wentz gonna throw.
For real?
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the...
Why not pass it? Fuck, I always do that dumbass shit.
31, the 40, 30.
Prime time, baby.
10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Nigga waiting for Big Papi Drake to drop that shit.
To them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Dog, this nigga going.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen,
man, he ain't released shit, but he about to release something.
This drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
He been living life, shit.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 27, Wentz. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball.
I don't know why I picked these bum-ass niggas. I thought
That throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Shrugs him off, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Wentz to Doyle there, first down, Colts. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Can't go.
Again, it's Wentz. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw.
That nigga thought he got that bitch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Oh my God. I knew that was pick. When I threw that bitch, they slowed him down. They slowed him down when he cut. Fuck.
2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right to Barkley on the check down. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds.
You playing excellent right now, nigga.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And
you put a little bit
this one back to the 29.
Put a little bit too much mustard on that.
Went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
I threw it right to you. Oh, I'm mad as hell I did that stupid shit.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception and their opponents.
I wasn't looking at you. I'm looking at the receivers, but when I threw it, that's when I seen you.
Capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. Begging their defense.
That's what happened. When I seen you, that's when I was like, oh shit, this nigga over there.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken.
Okay.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz.
Oh my God, that was touchdown. Thought through that.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the the sack that time. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Under pressure, and they
What
get
the
to
fuck?
it again. O'Shane Zimenez. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And now after the sack, Winston, the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 27 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
I know you did.
Now he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 27, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Still on his feet. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first.
You talking about Ye?
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
He's talking about
But
Ye.
he could not pull it in. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second.
No, I don't know. I was wondering if DJ Atkins was talking about Ye.
Throwing again. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I wonder how Kenny Galladay about to snap with them.
29 yards, first down.
I already know you about to snap. They're gonna make the Lions miss some more.
Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Penny.
What the fuck? I should have banged that nigga right there.
Crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. He does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will bring it back.
That was so perfect.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo.
Give me that.
Now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Give me that. Leave it gone.
Well done.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. A pickup of
like I said, nobody's fucking with Drake, man. They don't give a fuck who it is.
Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
I ran right into that nigga.
You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Wentz now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. A good throw here finding Pascal. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone.
Oh, he out of bounds. He out of bounds.
By the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
He out of bounds. Hey,
but not all interceptions.
I shouldn't even pass that shit. That shit threw that. Who I was gonna throw it to?
Game in the 4th quarter.
Fuck. Trying to get my nigga T.Y. Hilton the game-winning ball.
The team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut
fake ass shit.
Give yourself an opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something?
They both left that shit.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds Hines again for the completion. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Damn, I tried to get the fuck on.
25. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now...
A good game, man.
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory.
That nigga skipped that
Charles by a big second half to put this one on ice.
People watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really...
I know, they don't really show shit.
The paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away.